Welcome to the No Small Life Show, where we help you rebuild a life you love no matter what you've walked through.
Your life is not small and you don't have to live it that way any longer. We are Chris and Megan Ria of No Small Life, and today we're talking about rebuilding your purpose. Recently, we were on a plane flying to California when we heard something at 30,000 feet you really don't want to hear. We heard a scream, and then we heard a thump, and then we heard commotion. Is there a doctor? Is there a doctor?
These are things you don't want to hear at 30,000 feet.
You don't want to. And as I turned to look behind me, I noticed someone had passed out on the plane. And before I could even blink, our friend who was sitting a row in front of us, he's a policeman and an EMT.
Yeah.
He immediately jumped out of his seat across the aisle, and he was down where the person was within seconds.
Seconds, guys.
He reacted because he was trained to react when chaos is around, when people freeze. He's trained to spring into action, and he's been in those situations before. And so he was able to not only spring into action, but he knew exactly what to do in that situation.
Yeah.
Gave some CPR, resuscitated this guy, and everyone gave a standing ovation.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest, I started the standing ovation. But he was able to do what he was trained to do in the moment.
Yeah. And the guy was great. Like Chris said, he's resuscitated. Great news. He's okay.
He was okay.
Yeah.
And of course, a story like that gets me thinking about our purpose. And our purpose is so important, especially when you walk through pain, you walk through difficult seasons of life or difficult situations. You need to rebuild your purpose. And we all have been designed with a purpose to do something of significance in this world. So I want to give you 3 tips. We want to give you 3 tips on how to fulfill your purpose.
And our number 1 tip is to learn. To learn. If we're going to do something of significance in this life, we have to be teachable. Having a teachable, humble spirit, ready to learn, ready to dig in there and realize that you don't know everything yet is crucial.
And it's impossible not to learn in today's culture, between YouTube, between social media, the internet. Learning is so easy. And if you're not learning how to do things, if you're not growing in your area of expertise or in the thing that God's wired you to do, then you're going to be falling behind. And so sometimes learning, it takes us out of our comfort zones. We're creatures of habit. We like to do the same things over and over again. But what happens is we get stuck in what we're doing and we never work on what we're doing. And so we need to learn, we need to grow, we need to be teachable, we need to learn about ourselves. And if we start to learn, that's the first step towards fulfilling our purpose.
Yeah, recently, see this little wall back here? Chris did this.
It looks like a brick wall, but it's just wallpaper.
It's wallpaper. It's so cool. I'll put a link in the show notes for you guys. But he had never hung wallpaper before, and he learned how to do that. Thanks, YouTube.
Thank you, YouTube.
Our second point is to do, right? To do. Learning is great, but then at some point you have to take all of that knowledge and actually do something with it.
You got to do something. I love in the Bible, Jesus has his disciples and they're watching him do these crazy miracles. They're watching him
learning, right?
Teach the masses. They're watching him. And then all of a sudden one day he comes to him and says, it's your turn. I'm sending you out and you're going to go do. I'm not going to be there.
Right.
You're going 2 by 2, just like into the ark. And I'm sending you out and you're going to go minister to people. Because there's a point where we can become learners, we can become experts, know-it-alls, but then you just have to put your boots to the ground and go do something. Start a YouTube channel, even though it's not perfect. Start a blog, start a ministry. Do something with what you're learning. So crucial.
Absolutely. Okay, so number 1 is learn, number 2 is do, and number 3 is teach.
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 So important. So many people go through life and they become experts. They learn, they do, but they never pass on that legacy.
Right.
They never hand it off. They never teach people how to do what they do. And that's super important with mentorship, with legacy, with leaving your mark on this world, is to teach other people how to do what you can do.
Absolutely.
And here's the thing, you don't have to know everything.
Isn't that freeing? That's so freeing to me. Once I learned that mentorship is just teaching somebody what you know.
What you know.
What you know.
Yeah, like I'm not going to teach anybody how to change their own oil. I'm not going to teach them how to repair drywall. I'm not going to teach them how to, change their garbage disposal. That's not things I know how to do. I'm not ashamed to admit it. There are other things that I know how to do.
Absolutely.
And so what I want to do is I want to teach others the things that I know. That's what mentorship is. That's how you leave a legacy. That's how you fulfill a purpose and rebuild your purpose. See, so many people think, I don't have anything to offer. I don't know what to do. Well, learn, do, and then teach. Pass on the things that you do know how to do to the next generation, to other people. And when you do these 3 things, your life gets big.
Yes.
It's not small.
Yes.
It's not just what you know. You begin to leave legacy to the people around you. So learn, do, and teach.
Absolutely. And your investment of learning, doing, and teaching into other people has exponential benefits. It's going to outlast you and fulfill that purpose that you're longing to fulfill.
That's right. And remember, your life is not small. You do not have to live it that way. Begin rebuilding that purpose today. And if you haven't subscribed yet to our channel, we'd love for you to subscribe.
Absolutely.
If you feel like this would benefit someone else, go ahead and feel free to share it. Have a great day. Your life is not small.